Perfect. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're gonna get straight into the mess, straight into the money. Now, this video is let's build a business YouTube channel from scratch together. There are a lot of things that go into building a YouTube channel that both increases your authority and drives inbound leads, okay? Views does not equal money. And everybody loves to say this, but no one actually believes it until they see behind the hood and they think, oh wow, this person got 25,000 views and made no money, okay? So we have to curate things, C-U-R-A-T-E, curate things in order to drive the inbound leads you're looking for and making you money, okay? That's the point. If your YouTube channel isn't making you money, what's the point, okay? But it can make you tons of money if things are done correctly. Today, we're going to make a long-form content channel from scratch. Who is this for? You have no idea how to build a business channel. You're inconsistent with posting. You do not know what the hell to post. You feel like you cannot post because you're an expert. If you're one of those 4 people, this will be perfect for you, okay? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Prerequisites, number 1. You need to have a clear offer, okay? No matter what anyone says, if you are trying to sell ice to an Eskimo, no matter what Jay-Z says, okay, you cannot sell ice to an Eskimo. People have to want your service. People have to actually want to invest in what you're offering to the market, okay? Because at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're driving all the traffic to your paid service, to whatever is at the bottom of the funnel, which is money. People have to want that, okay? The next thing is you need to know exactly who you can help. If you're unsure about what your ICP is, you're going to struggle. Now, we've helped clients figure out who their ICP is, but you, if you're gonna do this by yourself, have to know exactly who you help. I help B2B cold email agencies do this. I help B2B SaaS do this dream outcome. I help this person do this, okay? You need to know that very deeply. You need to now strap in for the long game, okay? Not know. You need to strap in for the long game. If you think you're gonna start driving inbound leads in the first 3 videos, you're a moron, okay? You are. The next thing is you need to grow up if you're scared of the camera. In big 2026, there is no reason to not want to appear on camera. We live in a digital world where scammers exist and trust is low, okay? Your competitors will destroy you if they're more willing and able to hop onto a camera and explain the problems and solve the problems, I should say, of your ICP rather than you. Don't be that person. Examples of business YouTube channels: sales, paid ads, e-com ads, dropshipping, e-com email, LinkedIn growth. I cannot name every single business YouTube channel ever, but this is applicable to every niche ever on planet Earth, on Earth, every single time, no exceptions ever, okay? It doesn't matter what your niche is. What we have to do is we have to solve problems for our ICP, and that will drive inbound leads, but I'm gonna explain that a little bit further. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build a cold email agency channel from scratch. Now, I've actually built cold email agency channels from scratch and drove inbound leads, okay? So it's not something that, I'm acutely aware of, but you could give me a random niche and I can still do it. Cool, the business. So firstly, let's look at the offer. Oh shit, I'm getting animated. The offer is $300 per qualified call and $500 tech fee, okay, per month, okay? This is their offer. This is what people will actually invest their hard-earned money into. The ICP. B2B SaaS companies, okay? This is the people that we're targeting. Their pain point. They're unable to book meetings from their emails and have inconsistent deal flow. So now, do you see how we're painting a pretty nice picture here? Their dream state. They have 20 plus meetings coming from their outbound campaigns every month. Not too much to ask for. Focus on their problems. Why do we start with their problems? Why would anyone on planet Earth pay you money ever to help? Why would anyone I should put a question mark. The reason why anyone on planet Earth pays you money ever is to help solve their problems. So let's solve their problems. People give you money to help solve a problem. Maybe you're paying Netflix for boredom. Or if you're a drinker, you buy a bottle of wine to have a nice evening with your lady. If you buy creatine, it's to bulk up your muscles. I basically flex in every single video. You get the idea, okay? Break down the entire process that is necessary to get their dream state from A to Z, okay? If somebody is overweight, you walk them through all these steps that they have to go through in order to be 178 pounds of lean muscle. That's what you're doing, okay? Here's a trivial example. You get no pain point, you get no dates and can't seem to get into a romantic relationship. Dream state, be in a romantic relationship with another human being that is not a virtual AI persona. I don't know what mood I was in when I was making this camera doll. Step 1, speak to a woman. These are the problems that they're going to face when trying to do this. You are scared of women. You have no idea what to say. You're a creep. Women don't want to talk to you. You look homeless. You have poor communication skills. So we can make content around all of those examples. Step 2, get their number. You have no idea how to ask for the number. You can make content around that. Step 3, talk to them virtually. You don't know what to say. You say the wrong thing. You struggle to get to know people. Step 4, go on a date. You cannot plan a date. The date is awkward. It feels like a friendship. Step 5, you get ghosted. How do you not get ghosted? Step 6, you're scared of commitment. You've never done this before. These are easily 50 plus problems that can and will occur for someone to reach their dream state. These are problems that we can make content about for our ICP. Amazing. Now let's do a real example for cold email. I love doing like B2C examples because I think it's far easier to wrap our head around. So Pain, they are booking no meetings from email. That's their pain point. Amazing. Dream state, cold email consistently generates replies, book calls, and revenue. That's what they all want. Step 1, you have an offer worth emailing about. Your offer is vague, problem. You cannot explain the outcome simply, problem. You don't know who it's actually for, problem. Your pricing feels random, problem. These are all problems that they'll face when they're trying to book meetings with cold email. Step 2, pick the right people to email, ICP plus leads. Your ICP is too broad, problem. You don't know what their real pain points are. Your leads are low quality. You rely on bought lists without filtering, for example. Step 3, set up email infrastructure properly. Your emails go to spam. You don't warm domains. You use your main domain rather than buying multiple domains. You don't understand basic email setup. These are all issues that your ICP, and our ICP in this case is B2B SaaS companies, will run into. These are issues that B2B SaaS companies will actually run into, okay? So we're gonna solve these problems. Then you have to write emails people want to reply to. Your email sounds generic. You make it about yourself. You don't lead with a real problem. Your CTA asks for too much. These are all issues that you will see if you run a cold email agency. Step 5, follow up without sounding desperate. You don't know what to say in follow-ups. You repeat the same message. You stop too early. You feel annoying. You get the idea. Handle replies and book calls. You don't know how to respond to objections. You oversell an email. You lose momentum. Your booking process is messy. Turn cold email to a repeatable system. No tracking or testing. You don't know what's working. You can't scale without breaking deliverability. Results feel inconsistent, for example. Amazing. Your exercise. Write down all the problems you know your ICP has, okay? So I've literally done it here, as you can see the screen. I've wrote down a ton of problems that people are gonna run to. And you can literally make content around every single problem that I've just wrote down. Go into spam, warming up domains, email sound generic, make it about yourself. Don't lead with a real problem. Your CTA asks for too much. Throw your sales calls into an LLM and have them tell you the common objections. Look at your competitors' highest performing content and steal it. Cool. Group the problems into buckets. Offer, market, and targeting. Deliverability and infrastructure. Copy, messaging, and follow-ups. Case studies, results, and scaling. Now, the reason why this works is each content bucket hits on the key issues that they face. We're also showing social proof. We must always show social proof because people need to see that you can actually drive the results you claim to drive. And then the rest is all around the problems that your ICP faces. Content bucket 1, offer, market, and targeting, who you email. So the problem in this bucket is your offer is clear and too broad. You don't understand your ICP's real pain points. You email the wrong job titles. So these are things that are going to be going wrong in the cold email world. Then it's about deliverability. You're going to spam. Then it's about writing good emails. Then it's about showing people that we can actually drive the results that we claim to drive. Do you see how we've solved every single problem that they're facing with these content buckets? These 4 content buckets solve every single problem they're facing, and then we just continue to make content around that. And then we just highlight that we've got results for people in this market over and over and over and over again. Do you see all these problems here? We're solving them. That's what we're doing. Create a list of ideas. Use an LLM. Give me a list of ideas from the content buckets with YouTube titles. So offer, market, and targeting who you email. Why your cold emails fail because before you even send them. The number one mistake people make when picking ICP. Cold email doesn't work if your offer looks like this. These are all real issues. Why emailing everyone guarantees no replies. How I'd fix your offer before sending a single cold email. You get the idea. Awesome. Next one, deliverability. Why your cold emails are going to spam and you don't know it. The domain warming mistake killing your campaigns. How I recover burned domains. You get the idea. And then you can do it again and again. And we've got social proof. While this cold email campaign worked, how we turn zero replies into book calls, how I turn cold email to a predictable system. These is highlighting our results. Then how to structure your video. So Simply put, as I've beaten this horse is dead, okay? I've beaten this dead horse. We're solving ICP problems. Proof, promise, plan. You do not need to have some stupid, hyperbolic, stupid hook. This is business. Explain your problem, why it matters, and how you can solve it for them, and show them that you've done it for others. For example, this is a massive issue with founders who are not being able to close in the first quarter in 2026. This increases the length of your sales cycle, slows down deals, and makes you feel like shit. Today I'm going to break down how you can go around this, close more deals, and I've done this for tons of other people. Proof, promise, plan. Proof is we've done it to other people. Promise is I'm gonna tell you how to close more people. Plan is this is exactly how we're gonna do it. Boom. Learn it from Hormozy, it works so well. Value. Help the viewer and explain to them how you help solve their problem. So if we go to here, we have the deliverability example, okay? The deliverability issue is, okay, your emails are going to spam. No one actually is reading your emails. No one cares. People are thinking, oh my God, why are you sending me this shit, okay? It's going to junk. This is how we're going to solve it going to junk. We're going to do this process. We're going to do this process. We're going to explain, and then you explain how doing all of this will lead to landing in the inbox, which leads to more replies. Voila. Amazing. I had to put my iPad down. This shit's heavy. And then the next thing you do is you CTA to your service. Around 30% of the way through, you CTA to your service. You don't do it at the end because I just fucking smashed my water bottle cap. You don't do it at the end because more and more people have left your YouTube video. You do around 30% to your service, and then you can say, hey, if you want to be able to get to dream state, if you want to have 20 booked meetings per month, my team and I can absolutely do it for you. Just book a call below, you'll speak to me personally, and I can explain how this can work for you. Anyways, back to the video. Then you go back to the value. Then you explain how they can improve their deliverability, the processes that you use in your business. Then you go to more value. Then you can have another CTA to a lead magnet or maybe a low ticket offer, whatever it is. Then at the end of the video, you do more value. Then at the end of the video, you CTA to another video. So if the problem was deliverability, then you can talk about writing emails. If the problem was deliverability, then you can talk about how to create an email infrastructure. Whatever it is, okay? You just CTA to another problem that's within one of these content buckets. These content buckets drive your long form content. It's as simple as that. And how do we come up with these? How do we come up with these content buckets with the problems that our ICP is facing? It's really as simple as that. And that's honestly how you can build a cold email channel from scratch. Then you repeat this process forever until you die. That's it. You just repeat this process forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever until you die. And your ICP is going to have different problems. So maybe it's not deliverability so much anymore. Everyone's figured out deliverability. Maybe it's how to use AI tools in their GTM, how to use AI tools in cold email. Maybe everyone's struggling with that. That's your new content bucket. That's it. You find out what the problems are, you solve the problems, and you make content around it. Boom. Hope that helps. See you for the next one. Bye now.